The RCMP has been actively investigating the disappearance or murder of a number of women in British Columbia. Project E-PANA is a dedicated task force investigating 18 missing or murdered women from 1969 to 2006.
In the RCMP, there's no such thing as a cold case. We work them until we bring a charge, and they're under investigation until that point in time. Right now we're in the E-PANA file room, and contained within this room are approximately 700 boxes, which contains the investigations of the missing and murdered women that are part of our investigation. Each box contains hundreds of suspects, witnesses, all kinds of reports, banking records, dive records, polygraph records, witness statements, and all of this information was put in an electronic database, which is absolutely essential in a project or investigation of this size.
In 2012, new advances in forensic analysis confirmed a DNA match to Bobby Jack Fowler, an American citizen with an extensive criminal history who died in a U.S. Oregon prison in 2006 of natural causes. The DNA match is to the 1974 homicide of Colleen MacMillen. On August 9, 1974, 16-year-old Colleen MacMillen left her residence in Lac La Hache, British Columbia, with the plan to hitchhike to a friend's house. She never arrived. On August 25th, her clothing was found north of 100 Mile House near a common pullout area along Highway 97 near an interchange. Then on September 4th, her body was found further south off an old gravel logging road just a few feet from the road in the foliage. The investigation determined she had been murdered. Similar evidence and circumstances also have investigators reviewing the case of 19-year-old Gale Weys, who was last seen hitchhiking from Clearwater, British Columbia to Kamloops on October 19, 1973. Her body was discovered in a ditch 6 months later along a side road, which was the old Highway 5 road 6 kilometers south of Clearwater. Her clothing was never located, and the investigation determined she was murdered. And then there's the case of 19-year-old Pamela Darlington, who was last seen leaving the David Thompson pub in Kamloops on November 6, 1973. Her body was discovered by a male walking his dog later in the afternoon near the boat launch on the south bank of the Thompson River at Pioneer Park. The investigation revealed that a suspicious male in a white older Chrysler four-door vehicle attempted to beat a train traveling by in the early hours and ended up making a U-turn at the end of the road, stopping and turning off its lights. Police have determined Fowler had a similar type vehicle. Efforts continue to eliminate or confirm Bobby Jack Fowler as a possible suspect in these and other ongoing investigations in British Columbia and throughout the United States, which is why police need your help. Fowler was a general laborer and a roofer, extremely transient, regularly picked up hitchhikers, hung out in bars, and quite likely drove along Highway 16. Especially since he worked in Prince George in 1974 at a company called Happy's Roofing. But there's very little information documenting or capturing his movements in British Columbia.
Do you know this person? Did he work with you? Did you work construction with him? Did you go to the bar with him? Did you travel on the road with him? The person who has information may not know the significance of it. The police do. Let us get that information and work with it and see where we can take it.
Police believe Fowler may have also committed other violent crimes involving women, which may or may not have even been reported. Investigators are confident that someone knew or had contact with Bobby Jack Fowler while he was in BC, and they need that information as they work to solve these cases. If you have any information, please call the E-PANA tip line at 1-877-543-4822. That's 1-877-543-4822, or call Crime Stoppers.